Oh, that's pretty. Good morning, everybody. This is for people with tattoos. Oh, that's cute. That is cute. I like that. Where is my other pen? Alright, we are getting ready for 2023. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm going to do it anyways. Welcome to the Wise One channel. I am your host, Lady Caren, and thank you for joining me. Okay, yeah, I got this one. Let's see here. Alright, I've got last year's brain dump journal. It's just something I put in binders. I love my system has been binders currently because it works for me. The paper, the pen, especially when you're gonna like, they'll be like, oh, you don't have enough space. So we are going to have to go through this and do things. Yes, do things. Like organize. Alright, so we are brain dumping. We're at 12:29, 22, and it is Thursday. And the moon, you guys, I should know this one. I should put this up every day. We should be up on it every day. But I have like the holiday came through, and we did stuff for the holiday. Here's the mic, just a touch. Okay, there's stuff. I don't know if I want to know about this stuff on here. Okay. Phase today. Let's go to the agenda. Just leave a list of favorite. Okay, we are in Boxing Crescent. Quarter through off a moon giant took for my visual people here. Look at this pen. Alright, so it looks okay. We are getting ready to put our manifesting into action. Okay, so we have full moon. Oops. Compress fails. I don't. Oh, that's an ad. So I touched the button. Is it only going to add things? Generate. Oh, that looks. Given. Full moon is on January 6th. We are getting ready for January 6th. Oh. All right. Oh, the temperature. I was gonna figure out my temperature. I was gonna write it down so I can build my own farmer's almanac. $44 degrees today, or now. So cold. So cold. I have 48, it looks like. Oh, 49. Later tonight, the rain. Lovely amount of rain all over our snow. Yes, I said dead, but I said snow. It's a high 49. Alright. Probably feels like it's 2. There are people have it a lot colder, and I hope they are doing well. I hope they are finding ways to stay warm and safe. So like 6 o'clock, I'm like, yeah, I'm so gonna hop on here because I didn't hop on here at 5 because I was busy at 5. So I've got January on here. Here, 2 pages of January. I got a meal plan already ready for. I don't have a meal plan. I have a template that I created to make a meal plan. Here, this I'm going to fill these pages. So I'm going to take those pages out, put these new pages in, shred those pages, and make stuff out of it. Arts and crafts and things like that. I don't organize things. Plan. So yeah, things. Oh, it's cold. It's cold. Okay. So I need to, since I didn't do it for December, I need to do it for January and get through stuff in order to get ahead. I didn't do something, so now I'm not ready, but I have to get ready for something that's coming. Those feelings make it so that I shut down. Those are generalizations of the feelings that I feel that drive me full of anxiety. So took the kids to the doctor about anxiety, and I think, why in the world are these kids going through such anxiety? What's driving? And the thing was, I sucked at home. Like, I didn't take care of myself as well. I didn't have a good relationship with my family. I couldn't balance a home life and a work life or a school life or anything like that. I couldn't do one or the other because it took the whole me, because we put, when we're neurodivergent, more into it. Put all of it into it. I mean, yeah. So I want to put all of it in my home and have my home pay for it. Have my life at home pay for it. I mean, Martha Stewart made a whole domesticated, domestics. There's an industry for domestics and domestic services and things like that. And it pays, whether or not it pays a living wage or something to supplement the home income. But if it costs too much to go out and work, why should it be supplemented by those who? But okay, so you go to work and you don't make enough to get you don't make enough to pay for child support, or not child support, excuse me, child care. So what the proposal is they want it to be supplemented by those who are making more than you with their tax. So you pay in, like I used to pay in my tax so that I get the tax back, because to say that I owe at the end of the year and I don't have that money really drives me into a stupor, a very unhealthy, toxic stupor. So I would always, as a working person, put 0 and then file the dependents when I filed for the taxes. Because that way they take too much and it would be hard throughout the year, but it's better than them not taking enough. And then I've already spent that on diapers, whatever, And these services pay for things like cleaning the roads so that I can drive back and forth to work. It would be nice if they paid to fill in all the potholes. It would pay for, supposed to pay for the cops. if I need to be safe, because I need to be safe at home, at work, wherever I go, because we all agree that these are the rules, or these are all the rules, so therefore let us all agree, or, it's enforced somehow. Uh, and so, and it pays for, um, our taxes and our things that we pay for are the things that we use as a community, state, or in federal, or in, and these things that we come to take for granted that they're paying for. They just automatically, and then they have to feed us. Government, um, food stamps for those who are too poor, or assistance for those who can't, and the cost of living is going up. And the cost of gas is going up. And the cost of travel is going up because we're taxing the gas. And I am replying to his text. No, I always have him text me when he gets there so that I have a time stamped, made it to your destination, or he left at such and such time, therefore, he didn't make it. But it helps. I like the little time stamps, and he's saying he doesn't like how bad the other people are driving on the road. So I'm like, if you do, I mean, this is more than he normally puts. This is different behavior. So I'm having to wonder, did something occur? Okay, he made it. Okay, okay. This is more talkative than he's ever been. Initiating without having to be prompt. I'll have to digest it and see, is that a good thing or a bad thing? I like it, but just because I like it doesn't mean it's good or bad. You know, there's no such thing as good or bad. There's move towards, move away, or neutral. And which one is this? Hmm. Okay. And you guys now have my no, I want the time. You guys have my full attention. Okay, so we are moving into the new year. Dum dum dum. We made it this far. So what did I learn? What can I do that I couldn't do before? What am I newly skilled in? What things have I lost because or sacrificed because I made these new skills? And yeah, work doesn't make sense. I'm gonna work from home remotely, whatever, So for 2023, we're going to work on passive income. 23, I want passive income because I want more than one income. more than one passive income, and then I also want to tarot readings. All right, 3 of them. All right, so I want to develop 3 different passive incomes because I need it to make money as if somebody else is paying me to make money, as if I'm going to a job. So I need to be that job here. Internet. I love you, internet. Two like lovely people. I love, love, love. Alright, so because I have bills to pay, and I need to focus on things beyond the bills. I need it. So since I have to use money, since money is not what I'm going to go as, but I'm going to go as that money provides shelter and water. You shouldn't have to pay for water. It comes out of the ground. It comes down from the sky. And we all share it. It's for everyone, including non-humans. You need water to survive. Air is the same thing. We should have clean, fresh air because it's not just my air, it's everybody around the planets, including non-humans. So all animals, plants, fungi, plants, animals, guys, beds, everything. Everything should be able to breathe and have access to fresh, clean water, fresh, clean air. That is our responsibility because we are getting fresh, clean air and fresh, clean water that somebody else is using. So we should be responsible in making sure that it's returned back to the whole entire planet. Fresh, clean. Eh? We use something that is shared. It is not just ours. It's not just mine. It's ours. And I love it. And it's great. And I'm enjoying it. I appreciate it. Okay, so I need shelter, I need food, I need clothing, and I need, the basics in order to care for the children. And learning is just something that we do, and presenting the environment for learning, such as the resources and the space and the time, taking the space and the time to learn and to apply and to create, because it's so wonderful to create. I'm not talking about being a YouTube creator. I'm talking about creating things tactile things that you can touch, creating an environment where you cook and clean and you have this safe, warm, fuzzy feeling that just feels so good of, service, being the person that would cost so much for therapy. Like I said, if I can't get therapy because I haven't learned how to, because I have developed an anxious environment, anxious culture. So I'm trying to learn how to do trauma response, recovery, or trauma recovery environments, culture. Because, even if you're not recovering from trauma, having a environment where you can recover from trauma, where it's safe, seems to be a place where non-traumatized and traumatized people can thrive. Traumatized live beings can thrive. To consider being a safe place, being a safe environment. Trauma can heal. Is something that traumatized and non-traumatized people and living beings can thrive in. Because problems with autistic isn't autism as a problem. It's just like regular people who are stressed out can't function. Okay, so people who are neurotypical or derived from what we assume is a typical lifestyle or a typical person or a typical human being. We assume that. So what we do is we built a lifestyle that should only suit them, and then we have children left behind in schools, and we have work environments that people come in and out of that turn over. Yeah, no, if neurodivergence ran the world, I swear, if it were neurodivergent, you wouldn't see a problem with the neurotypicals. But you occasionally see problems with neurotypicals, and they're sent to the psych ward for stress. Nowadays, it's something where you just send neurotypicals to the psych ward and neurodivergents to the psych ward, and everybody or just the prisons. Period. Forget the psych ward. Just send them to the prisons because it's profitable. These environments are traumatic, and so we're cultivating trauma. But if we instead a place for trauma to heal, then even if there isn't any trauma, it's a beautiful place to thrive. And those who have been traumatized can thrive, where you don't feel isolated, but you can feel at peace with yourself, by yourself, or with others. That is what I'm working towards, a world of inclusion. So in order to make it, because I'm looking at this and I'm going, what if we didn't have problems? Because I was noticing that a person was talking on TikTok how she runs her business. Okay, she runs more than one business. She does this, she does that, and she's neurodivergent, and she does it with supplements. She's got these vitamins that she takes, and she feels blasé, and she takes these, and she's running. We're dopamine deficient. ADHD, dopamine deficient, means when we have enough dopamine and oxycontin and all that other, not oxycontin, the stuff that the body produces, that our hormones are coursing through when we're not deficient. An ADHD person thinks incredibly fast, and we have a bit of insights, and we have the upper hand, and we think in ways that want to benefit both allistic and neurodivergence, and not allistic and neurodivergence of any type, because ADHD can be allistic and ADHD, but neurotypicals and neurodivergence. We want to inclusively work with so far, from what I've gathered. I don't know. There could be, because there is a population large enough, there could be an exception. There could be some neurodivergence. I'd be like, I don't want anything for neurotypicals. We've got to understand that can exist. I just haven't run across it. So, inclusively, we want an environment that everybody can thrive in. It's not, oh, let's take these children that are left behind and give them supplemental work outside of school. There is something wrong with your school system. There is something wrong with your work environment if somebody is not able to thrive. It's not your product that you're producing. It's not your service that you are producing. It is a business that is a community provided front. You are providing in a community. When you run a business, it's for the community. It's not just to run the business and make money. It's because there is a need in your community, or the community that you're shipping for or providing for, long distance or up close. It's not that they want to profit from a vaccine. They probably do. But that vaccine provides the necessity for us to thrive and continue life without dying from certain diseases. We're working to fill in for the community. I need glasses to read and to work and to operate. People who develop glasses, people who manufacture glasses, the manufacturing working people, the people who figure out technology and continue to figure out technology for glasses. To see eye doctors who work wonders on the eyes, people who are trying to make LASIK surgery affordable, people who also, it's something worldwide in a community that is provided, even if the AIs are providing things. It's because there is a need in the human ecosystem, the economy and the ecosystem, macro, micro, is needed. So profit lines are a gauge, but they are not what's meeting the standards and the necessity of the need, filling the need. I would say for what people need, but animals need food. We have animal feed that we go and buy. So the product buying animal feed, or people who work on the farmhand, it's just to provide for the animals, to help the farmer out. It's community. It's a biodiversity amongst people. I mean, the scientifically, people, living beings, animals, plants, you name it. Rock, rocks have needs, I'm telling you. So it's not just you're providing profitable sales when you work. There is a need, and the people want understanding on how to do things. The wise one, religion wise, is a place to share spiritual, in a healthy environment, spiritual similarities or spiritual gifts and spiritual understanding and spiritual needs, spiritual, enlightenment towards ascension. I don't know whether or not that's a real thing, proven scientifically. It'd be nice to strive towards it. That way, if we miss the stars, we still land on the moon. I don't understand how, if you shoot on this side and the moon's over here, you're shooting for a star over there, you'd somehow land on the moon. But that way, if you shoot for the stars, that way, if you miss, you land on the moon. That's a cute saying. So for thriving in the diversity of everything that we need, certain needs met. Oh, and I screwed up last week, week before, I don't know. Anyways, so I'm sitting there scrolling on TikTok, and TikTok's got this thing that's the black train. My little ADHD tiny followed. Look at how white I am. Same weights. If I have ancestral black blood, it is not to the degree that they intended for me to follow them. All I heard was black train. This is something for black women supporting black women. I'm like, that's all I heard, because my little hiney, mind you, had been on TikTok for half an hour, more than. All right, I'm gonna be honest. Hour and a half longer on TikTok than I should have been, and that's not something I want to do. It happened, but what am I? I can't go back to change it. So I had to get off of the app. So yeah, it was more ADHD than white woman trying to be included. It's like, oh, this is a cool thing. Go, black women supporting black women. Yes, that's a great thing. That's a wonderful It's a wonderful thing. Who can't, who wouldn't want to support that? That's all I heard. I didn't hear that. No, this wasn't for, anybody who wasn't black and white or black and woman. I didn't hear that. No, because I had already hit like the cute little heart. I had already hit the follow button, and and then I hit the app thing and scrolled up to close out the app. I'm like, I'm gonna follow that to find out more about what that is because that sounds cool and that's something that the world needs. The world needs that. Ah. Oh no, I am secretly black. You just don't know it. No. No, no. So it took a crochet to sit there and go, no, white women are not invited. With that said, of course, I was offended because, like, dude, I'm like, I'm hurt. I want to be included in everything. I want everybody included in everything. Yeah, no, we don't. I don't. I got over that enough quickly enough. I came to terms with those feelings and I let that feeling pass because, yeah, no. It's great that, like for the boys club, for boys to support boys. Um, and girls to support girls, and black girls to support black girls. They just yeah, no. Um, so that part, needs to be supported and shared amongst that part of you because you're more than one part of you, you know? Do I need sometimes I mean, yes, inclusion for any religion, the witchy stuff that, do I need a whole bunch of Christians? Just witchy thing. If I do an openly witchy thing, yeah, all sorts of different religions. Yeah, come Christians, come Muslims, come Buddhists, come Jewish people, come lots of other different religions that haven't been taught that are beyond, hundreds and hundreds, thousands, whatever religions there are in this planet. That's an open thing. Here's mine that I'm sharing. But if I have exclusively just witchy stuff, it's to support that part of my life to help it grow and thrive and get that little bit of support to grow because I am more than that. I don't need some like if it's exclusively cooking, do we really need I would say do we need plant growing husbandry, herbs and but part of that probably overlap with people growing herbs in their kitchen. Gardening, and then like okay, cleaning. Yeah, we clean up after ourselves. Do I need somebody who's talking about falconry? No, I don't need them in that exclusive cooking thing. So, a little like the problem with that is I don't know where that follow button was for me to unfollow. Yeah, no. Yeah, so if I'm following it, sorry, I'm following Black Train. And that it wasn't because I'm white and oh my gosh, I'm celibate. I'm over it, I don't yeah, no. More power to you, more power in your little seclusion to you, because I have things that I like secluded a little bit here and there, a little bit here, a little bit there, whatever it is. If I want martial arts to grow the little part of martial arts, do I want um cooking involved? No, unless it's how to cut up the onions better. No, I didn't want marriage counseling aspect in on my martial arts. Wait, does that make it kinkier in bed? It's not for kids, but mm, I have to wonder. Anyways, my little butt that associates things that don't need to be associated. because that's where my mind jumps is, oh, we're not supposed to associate things? Here, let me show you the connection and the very strong connecting point. But it is 7 o'clock, and we don't have anything right now for the goals that we want for 2023. What did I learn? So I've had ups and downs on being able to cook at home. I do cook more at home, and we go out to eat much less. Besides the fact that the food just doesn't taste good anymore, or right, and that yeah, it's expensive, and the guests go out to eat. Yeah, no, I'm thinking special occasions like birthdays, or special occasions, go out to eat, and then like every other night go home to eat and like build up some sort of out to eat little account. We don't need to go out to eat that often. I can cook and we can make it taste better than going out to eat. And yeah, that's a study. I've studied that, and the food is a lot better. A lot better, especially if you spend over $100 on food. It should taste better. Should taste better than going out to eat. And then the problem is, like, I still didn't buy fruits and vegetables, but Dad buys fruits and vegetables, and uh, figuring out the balance between fruits and vegetables, like how much is too much in the restaurants and how much is not enough. You know. So yeah. All right, 2023. Okay, so we want to cook. Oops. And I love jalapenos. Not working. Okay, cook because it is cold. Home. Homemade gifts. The 10. More homemade gifts. And then traveling. More. So instead of gas back and forth to work to gas, we go trips, go see the kids and stuff like that. All right, and cleaning the house. Okay. These are a lot of goals. So one has to feed into the other. So in cleaning the house needs to like build the travel money, like to sell the stuff, make it sell to make it something that I can sell. Like if you watched me cleaning on YouTube and got me enough viewers to monetize this channel, cleaning more and more and more. Figure out how to do that. Yeah. Figuring out how to clean more and more so that I can film it. The hard part is learning to film to clean because I've been cleaning. I've been doing more dishes. I'm still not enough yet, but I've been doing it. And building new associations, so not traumatized associations to cleaning. So that's the hardest part is to build associations that have to do with cleaning. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, all the stuff that comes in, more stuff has to come out. The toys have to evolve and grow. A section of toys for like when babies come over would be great. Yeah, cleaning house, organizing house, organizing, and cleaning, organizing, and decor. decor. That's no, I think I, I don't think you could spell that in English. I think decor is a French word or something. Decor, organizing, decor, cleaning house. Um, all right. So these are the things that I want it to build up. Cook. Okay. So yeah, you guys will be seeing a lot more of me because I would love for you guys to help me monetize and then hop over on Patreon or something. And then sell all the stuff that we make on eBay or Etsy, make homemade stuff on Etsy. And yeah, I want to make super simple stuff to sell on Etsy so that it takes like 5 minutes and I can dole out like 50, 50 to like 300 a week, and people can buy it to make other stuff, or they can buy it and resell it, or they can do whatever they want with it. Etsy. And it's just to make a stream of income that doesn't take away from quality of time, taking care of the kids, taking care of myself, taking care of the church, and things like that. Yeah, so we will make lots more income. That's an end rating. Yeah. So the writing is probably more of a active income, but do cooking from home. Yeah, make it last one. Okay, so these are things that for 2023 not healthier me. A healthier lifestyle. Oops, lifestyle. Oh yeah, lifestyle. Yeah, lifestyle. Food. And then save. Yeah, and organize my finances. Financially stable. So I need to organize. So all this is going to string into each other somehow so that it's a balance of being able to do this. Organize. Income. I need it to not cost more to bring in an income than, So it's not just get a job, it's sourcing an income. It's going to work on sourcing an income. So doing things a little bit different in order to get this through. These are lofty, so I'm going to have to stream this into something. These are lofty, beautiful, lofty 2003, 23 Look at all that. It's pretty lofty. It's pretty generalization. It's pretty broad umbrella. So I'm going to have to make it more attainable by giving it more of a more definition. Okay. 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 And then I still have this. Ah. Ah. How do we do that? This, I mean, this is a lot. This all needs done. And it needed done before, but I can't go back and do it. I have to go from this point on. We'll master this. This one. Yeah, we will master this. We'll come up with goals. Come up with a dream, come up with a goal, come up with tasks, come up with quests and things and those and things to learn routinely to do. My routine needs lots of open slots for creativity and things to happen. People to call and say, "Oh no, can you come pick me up from the hospital?" Or, "Oh no, I'm sick. Can you come?" That kind of thing, and open up community and filling community needs. People have done this before. We just have to figure out how they did it. Neurotypicals do this stuff all the time. But how am I going to do it so the neurotypical and a neurodivergent thrive? We'll figure this out. This is, to look at this. We'll develop a method. We'll develop a discipline, a way of doing things. And that is how we are going to get it done. I don't know yet, but I didn't know yet how to survive and how I was going to do things before. But yet we did it. I did it. I managed somehow. So we will figure it out. We will keep stepping forward. We will keep moving. We will take our breaks. We'll rest. And we will plan. And we will take action on those plans. And then we will keep moving. And keep going. And we will thrive. Yes, we will thrive. We will get this done. We will be victorious. All right. So we will organize all the things that we didn't do. And we need to spend time organizing. Lots and lots of time organizing. This year is going to be organizing so that it can evolve, so that we can leave room for evolutionary ways of doing things. Because it's going to evolve. It's going to have to meet more than one person. If I say this is the way to do it, it's got to meet your needs as well as it met my needs. Like I may have a large amount of flour and baking stuff in my house to bake. What about somebody who lives in a teeny tiny house and they don't want to put all their storage for baking goods or for baking supplies? They want fruits and vegetables or something. They want to stock, something that means to them. So cooking and cleaning. Or to somebody who just doesn't have the money to go out to the store and buy all that stuff, and they live on, a thing of fries from McDonald's, for once a day. I can't imagine that, but I'm betting that, sheer amount of population that that's something possible. How probable is it? I don't know. I haven't come across it in this world. It's not the possibilities that I doubt, it's the probabilities in which I doubt. So we will figure out how to do that. We will go through each one of these things and come up with a passive income. 1, 2, 3 different passive incomes a routine of where we sell the tarot readings. When we do tarot readings for free for people, for guests, for gifts. We will figure it out. I guarantee you we will figure this out. Yeah. We will. Because we are that powerful. We are our inner goddess and God, and we will do it. Our inner divinity. We have inner divinity within ourselves, the higher power, great divinity of the higher power, the great divinity within ourselves, the great divinity within each other. The connection to each other is a divinity all to self. And the divinity of the planets we live on in the great universe, and its great universe, and multiverse, and the great ever expanding universe. So yes, we are, we are, we are indeed. Yes, divine and wonderful, just like you, just like me. Those are the things that we need to practice and put into good use. And it sounds like a lot, but we will get to it. So, we can do it, and we will, because I love you guys. Mwah. Mwah, 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 mwah. I love you guys. Love, 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 love you. Mwah, 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 mwah. Bye. You guys are the most awesomest you guys ever. Bye.